SteveTV'den herkese merhabalar. Türkiye'de kripto camiasının yakından tanıdığı ve takip ettiği Paolo Ardoino, Tether CEO'su ile birlikteyiz. Hi Paolo, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
So, the latest attestation report was released this morning, and those were huge numbers. Actually, the Tether haters are in disbelief. Also, even the Tether truthers are in disbelief. So, congratulations on that. And
That made my day.
and here is my question regarding it. Do investments in other areas indicate that Tether is evolving from stablecoin issuer into a big fintech conglomerate?
Yeah, so I think that Tether is in a very unique position. Later today, I will have my keynote. Is entitled Once in 100 Years Company, and is a kind of a bold title, but to me, Tether is exactly like that. It's an opportunity to have a healthy and good finance that is helping hundreds of millions of people in the world, paired with visionary technology that we are building that is actually making people more independent, helping people to be more resilient, empowering them and ensuring that their data remains private to themselves, right? So that is the vision of Tether, actually being a net positive for the world. We are not a profit-first company. We are a society impact-first company.
Yeah, perfect. And here comes another related question to it. Will the stablecoin division remain the flagship, or do you think that the other potential sectors like AI will overshadow USDT at some point?
I think there is room for everything. I think that we are in a situation where USDT in this moment is our golden egg goose, but we are seeing huge potential in the AI platforms that we're building. Our investments, spacing from Rumble, Northern Data, and many others are extremely promising. So I think that over the next 2-3 years, we are seeing other competing businesses, but we think that USDT will continue to grow. The world needs access to financial tools and financial inclusion.
Okay, thank you. My second question is regarding the announcement from yesterday, the USDT integration on Lightning Network. We know it's been a struggle to do the integration, but you managed to do it eventually, and this is a new era for the stablecoins. How does the Lightning Network perform compared to popular other centralized chains? And we know that scalability is not an issue, but how about transaction fees or network congestion?
I think the simple fact that it's peer-to-peer allows an incredible scalability, so fees should remain much more contained than any other network. So technically, of course, this is a theoretical limit. You can go to millions and millions of transactions per second just because transactions happen independently through different nodes without having a central point of failure.
Okay, this question is for Turkey. Turkey is known for one of the most important markets for Tether, and nowadays there is a new regulatory environment is evolving there. What do you see the future of these regulations in Turkey? How do you see the future of crypto in Turkey?
So I'm very positive on the future of crypto in Turkey. I think that the Turkish user base is very young, very smart, have access to digital means like smartphone and so on. So we see a lot of potential for also when it comes to regulations in Turkey for usage of stablecoins like USDT. We have many partners in the region. We think that more and more, when it comes also to remittances, there is an enormous amount of money that is flowing from abroad into Turkey, and usually has been in dollars, but now is in euros. Now a nice good portion of that is already in USDT, and I think it will be growing because it makes it's much more competitive. Now if you send a remittance from Europe to Turkey, remittances companies are charging a lot of money and high percentage, but all that can be removed if you use USDT. So we are going to see an upsurge of that trend, and I think is also the right thing to do because If you are a father, a family, and you are working in Europe, you have your family, for example, in Turkey, you want to send some money back home, you shouldn't pay 6, 7, 8, 10, 15% to do so, right? That money is a money that you earn with your hard work and should remain in your pockets and the pockets of your family.
I think we need youngsters to teach their parents abroad to use the cryptocurrencies, the wallets, and so on. My next question is about El Salvador. So El Salvador is really important for Tether as well. And what was the biggest factor behind the decision to relocate here?
I mean, here we have a license, a clear licensing process and a regulation that allow us to operate safely. The license is very thorough, so it has very high requirements and high standards, but we were able to meet them. Also, it's a beautiful country. It's very close to a region where we also are very popular, that is Central South America.
Yeah, great. Well, it's a shame for Turkey. We should have Tether in our country, but congratulations on Salvadorians, I can say. So my last question is about your thoughts on cryptocurrency for this year. After Trump, after the ETF booming, how do you see the market is going, which way? What do we expect from this year?
I think that it's a very positive news that the US administration is in support of cryptocurrencies and artificial intelligence. I think that there is no doubt that these two technologies are the ones that are more important for society in the next decades. So the rest of the world, until this moment, has been waiting for the US. US is the most important country, more rich and powerful country in the world. So until there was clarity from the US, every other country was really kind of on the fence, waiting on the sidelines. But now that there is some clarity, I think we are going to see the rest of the world also moving forward.
Okay, we hope so. Thank you for your time. I didn't want to waste your time anymore. So any last words for Turkish community?
I think that we are going to see each other soon. I'm planning to spend also some good time in Istanbul. I was there last year around September. I love the country. I love the food especially.
Okay, hope to see you there again in Istanbul. Then thank you again your time.
Thank you very much for having me.